Hey guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up. In this video I'll be showing my top 10 sexiest and most alluring men's fragrances. Well, not necessarily all men's fragrances, because most of these can be worn by women as well. So during the video I'll let you guys know which one the ladies can wear. The fragrances I'm going to show won't be in any particular order. So there won't be number 1, number 2, or number 3 best fragrance here, because all of them smell fantastic. They're all excellent fragrances. They smell very different one from the other. So I honestly don't believe one fragrance here is better than the other, you know. So this will be the part 1 video. There will be a part 2 featuring another 10 fragrances. And maybe in the future we'll do a part 3 as well, okay? So let's start. First one here, we have Incense Suave from Machi Premier. This is mostly amber incensey fragrance. The main notes you're gonna smell here are incense and amber. So you have this light amber combined with this light incense, hence the name Incense Suave, because both the amber and the incense here are suave, they're light. So you have this light amber combined with this light incense with a touch of vanilla and a touch of coffee. This one smells delicious. Smells delicious. Most people say this is a gourmand. To me, this is kind of a semi-gourmand. Smells really, really delicious. Very, very sexy. Very sexy, alluring. The smell here and the scent trail are simply intoxicating. Smells delicious. Like I said, very, very sexy and alluring fragrance with this intoxicating scent trail and smell. This can be worn by both men and women, very unisex. Smells fantastic on both men and women. Longevity here, easily 12 plus hours on my skin. Strong projection for like the first 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. After that it has moderate projection. But like I said, this is mostly amber incense with a touch of vanilla and a touch of coffee. Really, really delicious fragrance, very sexy and alluring. So this is Incense Suave from Machi Premier. Next one, we have Lamar from Kajal. This one's very known. The best way to describe this one is this it is a very juicy pineapple, very photorealistic juicy pineapple combined with this beautiful rose and a touch of vanilla. To me, this is simply the best pineapple note in niche perfumery. If you have not watched my review from Lamar, my review of Lamar, please go and watch it. To me, this is the best pineapple note in niche perfumery. But like I said, this is mostly floral, fruity, vanilla fragrance. And what you smell here mostly is this juicy photorealistic pineapple combined with this beautiful rose and a touch of vanilla. Of course you have some other notes here, but that's what you get mostly from this fragrance. Very juicy photorealistic pineapple with this beautiful rose and vanilla. This one is on the sweet side, but also has a fresh touch coming from the pineapple and other fruity notes. I believe there's also apple here. I'm not sure which other fruity note this one has, but anyway, this one's also very, very sexy. It smells fantastic. I personally love this fragrance, and this one has insane performance. Longevity easily 16-20 plus hours on my skin, and the projection here is nuclear beast mode projection. Simply fantastic fragrance. Like I said, I really love this one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Lamar from Kajal. Also, this one can be worn by both men and women. Incense Suave, both men and women. Lamar from Kajal also for both men and women. This one leans more feminine than Incense Suave, but like I said, it smells fantastic on both men and women. Next one, very hyped one. We have God of Fire from Stefan Humber Lucas. This one is extremely hyped at the moment, but this one is, I can tell you guys, this one's hyped because it's really, really good. It smells very tropical. You have this very dominant mango note here, combined with this kind of a Baccarat Rouge smell. You know that burnt sugar smell you get from Baccarat Rouge? It smells kind of similar to that. You get kind of that burnt sugar smell from Baccarat Rouge. Not exactly the same smell, but similar. So you get that burnt sugar smell combined with this mango. This delicious mango note, mostly. You also have a citric note in the opening here. I'm not sure if there's another fruity note. I think so. But like I said, you get that kind of a Baccarat Rouge smell combined with mango mostly here. Very tropical, fresh, sweet, and tart at the same time. Very, very, very sexy stuff here. Very sexy. Like I said, it smells very tropical. Fruity, citric, sweet, fresh, tart fragrance. But the best way to describe this one, like I said, you get a smell similar to Baccarat Rouge combined with this delicious mango note. Then you have a little bit of a citric touch, which gives this tartness, sour smell to the fragrance. So you have this tart contrasting with the sweetness. It's really, really sexy. Really sexy and alluring. Fantastic fragrance. Can be worn by both men and women. Longevity between 8 to 10 hours on my skin. Has a very strong projection for the first like 1 hour and 1 hour and a half. After that, it has moderate projection. Next one, still in the house of Stefan Humber Lucas. We have Venom Incarnate. I think I like this one more than God of Fire, but I like them a lot. Both of them I like a lot. This whole new snake collection from Stefan Humber Lucas is fantastic. The only one which I do not have is Lady White Snake, as I think that one is the least interesting of the new collection and leans too feminine. But Venom Incarnate, also fantastic. This one, some people say smells similar to La Capitale from Xerjoff, but in my opinion, they're not similar. The only similarity between the two is the strawberry and caramel. That's the only similarity. And La Capitale is more on the gourmand side. This one focuses more on the lettery, fruity side of things. So this is mostly the letter. The letter you have here is the smooth, soft type of letter. I personally don't like heavy leather fragrances. I actually hate heavy leather fragrances. They are not pleasing to me. The kind of leather I like is exactly the type of leather we have here. So you have this soft, smooth leather here, combined with strawberry, wild strawberry, raspberry, and caramel. That's what you get mostly from this fragrance. In the dry down, this one has kind of a dark side to it. I also, if I'm not mistaken, there is cinnamon here, so you have some spiciness from cinnamon, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, this is mostly a lettery, fruity fragrance with caramel and the dark side in the dry now. Smells fantastic, fantastic. This is both sexy and sensual at the same time. Mostly sensual, I would say, but both sensual and sexy. Also very alluring. Really love this one. Longevity here, 10, 12 plus hours on my skin. Strong projection for like 1 hour, 1.5. After that, it has moderate projection. This one also can be worn by both men and women. Smells fantastic on both men and women, like all of the other 3 fragrances I have shown you guys so far. So all of these 4 fragrances so far All of them for both men and women smell fantastic on both men and women. So that was Venom Incarnate from Stefan Humbert Lucas. Next one, we have Infusion Velar from Ojar. Infusion Velar. I'm really liking this one at the moment. Oh, so good. So good. So to me, this one pretty much smells like wood for greatness with some fruity touches. Not exactly like wood for greatness, but you get the idea, you know. So this one is woody, incensey with fruity touches. What you get mostly here is oud with incense, blackberry, and raspberry. That's what you get mostly from this fragrance. Oud, incense, blackberry, and raspberry. Woody, incensey, and fruity. But like I said, the best way to describe this, you get that woody incense smell you get from Wood for Greatness. A smell similar to that one with some fruity touches. That's what you get from Infusion Velar. Very intoxicating smell here. Very, very intoxicating. Yeah, this one I think is more for a man, but a woman can still pull this one off. Yeah, this one can definitely be worn by both men and women, but I think this one leans a bit more masculine. But like I said, the best way to describe this one, get a kinda of a wood for greatness smell with some fruity touches from raspberry and blackberry. Smells fantastic, very, very sexy and alluring. Also very intoxicating smell and scent trail from this one. So Infusion Velar from Ojar. Longevity here also 12 plus hours on my skin. Very strong projection for the first like 2 hours. After that still keeps projecting very well. Moderate projection, I would say. So next one, we have Deep Masa'ey from Hinda Wood. Hinda Wood is a niche house from the UAE, from the Arab Emirates. This one's very under the radar, but I think this is one of the best, if not the best, niche house from the UAE. So the Masa'ey from Hinda Wood. This one, yeah, this one's so good, so different. I think this is very unique. I have never smelled a fragrance like this one before. This smells like the color of the bottle. This smells blue, like a blue fragrance with this hilai oud. Like a blue fragrance with this hilai oud note added to it. So this smells woody, with a kind of a blue smell to it, which is the combination of violet and some other notes. What I get mostly here is the oud and the violet. Are the two main notes I get from this fragrance are the oud and the violet. But in reality, like I said, what this one smells like to me is kind of this bluish smell, this blue smell with oud. It is really different. It's kind of hard to explain to me. But I think you guys are gonna get a good idea of what this one smells like. Very oudy with this blue smell to it. It is woody, fresh, and it has a small sweetness also. A little bit sweet, woody, and fresh. This is a oud fragrance, a fresh oud fragrance. This is definitely for summer, okay? This one's for the summer. This one is definitely a masculine fragrance. I don't see a woman wearing this one. Very, very masculine. This one's very bold, Very bold masculine fragrance. This one screams masculinity. And it smells fantastic, very, very sexy as well. Very sexy and alluring fragrance. It smells really, really good. It smells fantastic, guys. Really recommend it, guys. Check this house out. All of their fragrances are fantastic. Like I said, one of the best, if not the best houses from the UAE. This one's Deep Masa'ey from Hinda Wood. Longevity here also 12 plus hours on my skin. Strong initial projection. After that, it has moderate projection. But like I said, very masculine, this one. I don't recommend this one for women. Next one, we have Reflection 45. To me, this is a much better version compared to the original. So comparing this to the original, this one is less sweet, less powdery, and much more resinous. I got a lot of resins from this one. It smells thicker, denser, more refined, more better blended. The quality of ingredients here is much higher in my opinion. This one smells way more expensive than the original Reflection Man. I think this is greatly improved over the original, okay? I love this fragrance. This one would never leave my collection. One of my favorite fragrances of all time, for sure. I like it. I personally like it way more than the original. Like I said, it smells way more expensive. This is one of the most expensive smelling fragrances in my collection, to be honest with you guys. So, like I said, compared to the original, less sweet, less powdery, and much more resinous, more refined, more. It is a thicker fragrance, a denser fragrance, heavier, a little bit heavier. Ingredients here of much higher quality. Everything here is so well blended. Smells simply amazing, amazing fragrance. And this one also leans way more masculine. This one is definitely for a man. I don't see a woman pulling this one off. The original, I think a woman can pull off, but this one smells even more masculine in my opinion. And the original Reflection Man has that clean man smell. The original smells like a clean man, a well-dressed up man. And that smell here is, I would say it is, that sensation here is even greater. The cleanliness here is amplified. That aspect of clean man, well-dressed up man smell is improved here. It smells way more here, you know. I think you guys got the idea. Anyway, so Reflection 45 from Machi. Longevity here easily 14 plus hours, 16 plus hours. It has a fantastic longevity. This is a 45% concentration, oil concentration, perfume oil concentration. Projection, I think it's pretty much the same as the original, I would say. It has a moderate projection, okay? It smells really, really expensive. One of the most expensive smelling fragrances, in my opinion, in my collection. Fantastic. So Reflection 45 Man from Machi. Next one, we have Deep in Desire from EBK. This is one of my favorite fragrances also from all time, because this one smells simply delicious. Every time I smell this, my mouth waters. This is simply mouth-watering, delicious smelling fragrance. Oh my God. My wife goes crazy when she smells this one. Really crazy. She goes really crazy. So what I get mostly here is this black grape note. That's the main notes I get from this fragrance. Black grape with hazelnut. Black grape hazelnut. It's not listed, but I definitely get this milk note because this is very lactonic to me. So I believe there's a milk note here. So from this I get this very juicy, delicious black grape note combined with hazelnut, milk, and dark chocolate. The dark chocolate is very subtle here, but what I get mostly here is the hazelnut combined with the black grape and this milk. Because this one's very lactonic, very creamy. It is sweet and fresh at the same time. You get the freshness from the black grapes, and but at the same time, it is fresh, sweet, lactonic, creamy. Oh, it's simply delicious. This is a gourmand for the summer. I saw some people saying this smells like a blueberry muffin. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what I get from this. To me, it simply smells like a very mouth-watering black grape with hazelnut, milk, and dark chocolate. There's some other notes also, but I don't remember the other notes. But that's what I get mostly here, the black grapes with the hazelnut, milk, and a subtle touch of dark chocolate. Smells, like I say, it's simply delicious, fantastic. This is completely different from any other fragrance you guys have smelled before. There's nothing similar to this fragrance. It is very unique, very, very unique fragrance. Like I said, a gourmand for the summer. Simply delicious, very, very sexy and alluring. Intoxicating, mouth-watering fragrance. Longevity here, 12 plus hours on my skin. Strong initial projection, and after that it has moderate projection. Strong projection for like 1.5 hours, I would say, maybe 2 hours. But oh my god, fantastic fragrance. One of my favorites of all time. Next one, from my favorite house, from Boudicca de Victorious, Hanuman. So Hanuman is ridiculous. This fragrance is ridiculous. The quality of the ingredients here, the blending of the ingredients here is ridiculous. So to me, Hanuman screams summer. It simply screams summer to me. Probably the best summer fragrance in my opinion. The very high heat summer fragrance in my opinion. So a lot of people say this one smells very similar to Bal d'Afrique from Byredo. They do in the opening. Not 100% exactly the same, but maybe 80-90% in the opening. However, in the dry down, they smell completely different. Hanuman is very linear. The way it opens is the smell you get in the opening of Hanuman is the same smell you get in the end of the dry down. So they smell very similar in the opening, but in the dry down, Bal d'Afrique goes to a more vetiver, woody, more of a vetiver, woody fragrance. Vetiver, woody, creamy, a little bit sweet. Where Hanuman, like I said, is more linear. The same smell you get in the opening of Hanuman is the same smell you get at the end of the dry down. However, like I said, the quality of the ingredients here are on a completely different level of any other fragrance and cannot be compared with the quality of the ingredients of Bal d'Afrique. This is much superior. Like I said, this is ridiculous. The quality here, the ingredients, the quality of the ingredients, the blending of the notes here of the ingredients is ridiculous. Hanuman, one of the best fragrances from Boudicca, and in my opinion, the best summer fragrance of all time. At the moment, at least. I really love this fragrance. It is citric, floral, fruity, vanillic fragrance. Fresh, sweet, and creamy at the same time. If there's one thing Boudicca does to perfection is fruity floral fragrances. That's one of their specialities, you know. And this one, like I say, the level of quality here is this one is on a completely different level of quality, and it is blended to perfection. Yeah, I really love Hanuman. Also, comparing to Bal de Fric, the longevity, the performance here is much superior. It has like twice the performance of Bal de Fric, both longevity and projection. So this one lasts on my skin at least 12 hours, okay? So let's say 12 plus hours on my skin. I get at least 12 hours on my skin, and it has a strong initial projection. After that, it has a moderate projection. This one can be worn by both men and women, for sure. Like I said, this is a mostly floral, fruity, citric fragrance. Fresh, sweet. Yeah, this one also smells delicious. Very fresh, floral, fruity, citric, sweet, creamy fragrance. Screams summer. So Hanuman from Boudicca the Victorious. Lovely bottle. And the last fragrance, we have Rosanna Machi number 5. As you guys can see here, floral, amber, and sensual musk. Floral, amber, and sensual musk. Like the description here, the name says, this is mostly floral, ambery, musk fragrance. What I get most here is the musk. A very musky fragrance, a lot of musk here. This one smells very, very sexy. It's probably one of the sexiest and most alluring fragrances in this list. Wow. Oh yeah, I love this one as well. I'm not sure how to describe this, but it's very musky. It's not a animalic musk. This is a clean musk to me. This clean musk, but it's very heavy on the musk. This heavy, clean musk combined with florals. Yeah, that's definitely what I get most here. So good. Yeah, this is kind of addictive smelling. Yeah, so like I said, what I get mostly here is this very heavy, clean musk, followed by some florals. Yeah, this is so good. I don't really remember the other notes. I can't really pick up the other notes here at the moment. What I get mostly here from the atomizer is like I said, this heavy, clean musk with some florals. This is really, really sexy. Like I said, one of the sexiest from this list. One of the sexiest and most alluring from this list. Rosanna Machi number 5. This also has a little bit of a sweetness. So very musk, heavy clean musk with some florals and some sweetness. It says amber, but I don't get much of an amber here. Yeah, actually, I do. There's kind of a soft amber touch to this, I think. So heavy, clean musk with some florals and a soft amber here, and some sweetness. Like I said, and I will say it again, one of the sexiest and most alluring fragrances in my collection. Longevity here, also like 10 plus hours easily. Strong projection. This one has a strong initial projection, and keeps projecting very well for some hours. This is a very strong performer. This one also can be worn by both men and women, very unisex. So this concludes my part 1, top 10 sexiest and most alluring men's fragrances. But like I said, most of these can be worn by women as well, with the exception of Deep Masa'ey and a bit of Infusion Velar. Infusion Velar can still be worn by a woman, but I think it leans more masculine. But Deep Masa'ey, definitely 100% masculine fragrance, okay? So I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, there will be a part 2 and possibly a part 3 in the future. I'm not sure about the part 3, but the part 2, you guys can be sure it will be coming. And maybe in like a month. Yeah, probably in like a month. I'm not sure, but 1 month, maybe 1.5 months max, I think. So thank you guys very much for watching, and see you on the next one.